And I respect Mike. He's a legend. But it's time. It's my time now. There's a reason why I have the same birthday as Custom.
Additionally, I admire Mike. He's a legend, but now is my moment. I share a birthday with Custom for a reason. I'm going to show you how to box. Mike Allright, Iron Mike Tyson, and Jake Paul are back at it. But this time Tyson uses words in a heated live speech. I have to admit, I have a very deep affection for Tyson. It seems like Jake Paul is getting too comfortable playing with fire, and Mike is tired of it. We've said it before, and we'll say it again. Tyson unleashed a series of vicious warnings on Jake Paul for disrespecting his legendary trainer, Tuz D'Amato, the first day he even met me. One of the most disrespectful things you can do is to laugh or make jokes while someone is upset with you. This implies that the other person's anger is unimportant and can be found humorous. Which gets us to the interesting relationship between Mike Tyson and Jake. Paul Tyson and Paul's strange exchange serves to emphasize this very problem. Since Jake Paul has a reputation for blurring the lines between genuine bravado and outright trolling, it's difficult to know if he's sincere or just trying to gain attention. This ambiguity was evident during an exchange with Mike Tyson, which is why I find him inspiring and motivated to live, because I firmly believe that a person dies when they no longer want to live. One might have expected Jake Paul to break character and laugh, revealing that it was all a joke, but he didn't. However, there was a major moment when Jake Paul mentioned Cotto Tyson's late trainer and mentor. You don't you tell me, no you tell me, now be honest, that's not somebody hi you tell me, it could be Coke. Know that at first Tyson's reaction was one of bemusement rather than anger. Tyson seemed to think I can't even get mad at this guy because he's talking out of his foolish brain. Jake Paul went on and made a forceful declaration on his impending battle with Mike. Dito was a father figure to Tyson, the man who helped mold him into a champion and offered some stability throughout his turbulent adolescence. Paul mentioned that I appreciate Mike and that he's a legend, but it's my time now. I share Cato's birthday because I'm going to teach you how to box. Mike, this statement was bold, but it also carried a lot of weight because of Cato's legendary reputation as Tyson's coach and a major contributor to his ascent to fame. To fully grasp the significance of Paul's seemingly innocuous allusion to D'Amato, let's look at a historical analogy. Following the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941, Japanese Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto is said to have said, "I fear all we have done is to awaken a sleeping giant and fill him with a terrible resolve." The sleeping giant, of course, was the United States military, whose response resulted in the Hiroshima incident in Nagasaki. This quote, chilling in its profundity, highlights the danger of underestimate Jake Paul should at least exercise caution when challenging Mike Tyson, especially when trivializing someone as important as Custito. In my opinion, the minds and emotions of these people make up roughly 75% of the total. While Tyson's self-control and growth to date are testaments to his maturity, there is a terrible potential within him that, if fully awakened, could spell disaster for any provocateur. Paul may be engaging in risky behavior, and if Tyson loses patience, there could be dire repercussions, or perhaps better described as dire consequences. Throughout their heated exchange, Tyson, who is renowned for his ruthless honesty and no-nonsense demeanor, chose not to take Paul's remarks lightly. Paul was constantly labeled fat by Tyson, who also questioned his boxing prowess and ability. Never one to back down, Tyson vowed to stop Paul with the first blow. Powerful lands, music, people, that's the big show. He was quick to bring out what he considers to be Paul's obvious shortcomings in his boxing career thus far. He can't even knock out, and I can't even be angry about it. Nate Diaz Tyson shot back, asking, "Who's the other guy? How are you going to knock me out?" Nate Diaz is 40 pounds. Anderson Silva, he didn't defeat those young men. So how is he going to defeat me? Who did he defeat? Did he defeat little children? He has never defeated a true man. Come on, you should have seen the assurance in Tyson's eyes, as he said that Paul's skills in the ring, his potential, and most importantly, his desire were all underlined by Tyson's sharp and dismissive remarks. To be honest, I have a very deep affection for Paul. He's my boy and is always with me. I often tell him that I owe him a lot, and he doesn't understand. But I'm going to tell him now what I mean however. Tyson's response indicates that he finds this comparison not only disrespectful, but absurd. Tyson D'Amato represents a deep, almost sacred part of his life and career, and any attempt by Paul to align himself with that legacy is likely seen as an affront that cuss put me in why you chumping around. Never liked. Paul's reference to having a birthday, in common with custom, seemed to be an attempt to draw a symbolic connection, implying that he possesses some good boxing wisdom or destiny. If you saw any of my previous fights, you wouldn't have seen me celebrating and jumping around while C was still alive. Instead, when I would get home, C would watch the fight with me, and we would go over the fighting fifth intriguingly. Mike Tyson attributes a large portion of his success to a fairly unusual practice. Tyson has even discussed applying the knowledge that KZ D'Amato taught him in preparation for his fight with Jake. Induction in an interview with tennis player Nick Kikos on the Good Trouble podcast. Tyson revealed that he was raised off of hypnosis and that it was an essential part of his routine throughout his career. He explained, I always had hypnosis before I fought. It only works with certain people get it. I guess that's what life's all about. Not everybody's the same, but I got it. Tyson has openly discussed how hypnosis played a big role in his training and mental preparation, starting at a very young age. Tyson claimed that hypnosis was all about accessing his self-consciousness, and that he had a link with his self-consciousness and ferocity. It was about connecting and reaching his subconscious mind, specifically tapping into his ferocity and focus. It may seem counterintuitive, but for Tyson, the connection between love and combat highlights the unity and purpose in his approach to boxing. He saw hypnosis as a means of coordinating his mental state with his physical prowess, creating a potent synergy that propelled his legendary performances in the ring. Everything is about being connected, and by using that for fighting too. Everything's love. During his appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience, Tyson also shared his reflections on hypnosis and its effects on his career. He even revealed that D'Amato would have him undergo professional hypnosis 2 or 3 times a day, the day before sparring training and fights. Tyson stated that his goal was to destroy himself, indicating the intense focus and single-minded purpose that